Time management. Are you dealing with one crisis after another at work? Always dealing with deadlines? Do you feel tired and a lack of energy often? Is your family complaining that you don't have time to spend with them? If your answer is yes, then this session is particularly designed for you. The objective of the session is to help you assess where you're spending your time and to help you set goals that can work for you. Only after setting goals can you prioritize and manage your work well. Let's start with a little reflection. Ask yourself, how was your past 24 hours? Pick up a pen and pencil and make a list of 10 to 15 activities that you did yesterday. And how much time did you allocate to each of these activities? Once you are done making this list, you can make a chart and assess how much time did you spend at work? Did you get enough sleep? How many hours did you spend on eating and relaxing? And how much of it was wasted on social media? Most importantly, ask yourself, did you spend time on your goals? These can be your career goals, where you want more success. You would want to learn more things on skill development. It can be your financial goals. You may be looking for a new investment and have promised that you will start from tomorrow, but have you gotten the time to do so? Do you have enough time to spend on your family, friends, and even your own health? Ask yourself, is what I am doing bringing me closer to my goals? If your answer is no, then you must begin with setting your goals. The first step is always setting goals, because once you set your goals, only then can you begin your journey into effective time management. Start with setting short-term goals, as short-term goals are the stepping stones to your long-term desires and will lead to long-term success. Always be smart while setting goals. Ask yourself, what kind of goals should I set? And begin with the simple SMART framework. S for specific. Be as concrete and clear while setting your goals. Ask yourself why. Why am I pursuing this goal? As many questions as you ask, in however detail will you go, the better your goals will get and the clearer your objective will be. Always set measurable goals. I will achieve success is not a measurable goal. What kind of success, where, and how will you know that you have succeeded? Always have a measurable metric in mind. These questions can help you make your goals more measurable. Achievable. Don't set unrealistic goals. Always your goals must be challenging but also be doable. Always evaluate your resources and expectations and set goals that are real and can make a realistic impact on what you want to achieve. Relevant. Your goals must be meaningful and should be contributing to a larger mission. Abstract goals that do not have value should be eliminated. Always reassess after you have designed your goals. Is this relevant to me? Will this be helpful in the future? Time bound. Goals are nothing without a deadline. You must always set milestones for short-term targets and ultimate deadlines of when you want to achieve your goals. Goals are set, but what about time? After you set your goals, the second step is to organize them. Organize your goals into 4 buckets. Urgent, not urgent. Important, not important. Once you classify your goals, into these two categories, you will get these four quadrants. Urgent important, which is the quadrant of necessity. Not urgent but still important, which is the quadrant of quality. Urgent but not important, that is a quadrant of deception. And lastly, neither urgent nor important, that is the quadrant of waste. Let's begin with the first quadrant, the quadrant of necessity. These are the most important goals as they are high in priority and also in urgency. These require immediate action as not doing them will have bad consequences. So always begin with the quadrant of necessity. What is the next quadrant? It's called the quadrant of quality and leadership. This is where a good leader spends his most time doing the important tasks which are not urgent. When I say not urgent, it means you finish the task before it turns into urgent, and that ways you will never feel a lack of time, or you're doing something on a strict deadline. The third quadrant is a very misleading quadrant and rightly named the quadrant of deception. Just because something is urgent doesn't mean that it is also important. It may not be important and may be classified as urgent because it is somebody else's priority. A good leader must find a time to delegate such tasks and remove them from your priority list. Lastly, the quadrant of waste. These are the tasks which are neither urgent nor important and can lead to a wastage of time. Question yourself, am I spending a lot of time in the quadrant of waste? The priority matrix is a good guide to have an understanding of which tasks to prioritize after we have classified them. The tasks that are high on importance and also high on urgency must be done first. Always do such tasks first, after which do the important tasks which may not be urgent. This is the second quadrant which we must deal as next. The low on importance task which may be urgent should be done later or mostly delegated to be done by somebody else, as they do not have a much consequence on the efficiency of your goals. The tasks that are low on urgency and also low on don't do such tasks. Don't be in the quadrant of waste. Which quadrant are you in? We started with a list. I would request that you again evaluate how much time are you spending in which quadrant as a leader. Are you spending a lot of time in the quadrant of waste, or are you always dealing with crisis and are always in the quadrant of urgency? Remember and start and reevaluate your style. You can do so by doing the simple exercise of making a checklist. I call it the Get Things Done checklist. In the start of your day, assign 15 minutes to capture all the tasks in a list, whatever that you have to do. Once you have made that, clarify and break down each task into its smaller subsections. Organize and put them as per their urgency and importance, and clearly assign the dependency between tasks. Always reprioritize. Once you have made your list, read it again and ask yourself, should I move some tasks to urgency or should I move some tasks up the order of importance? Lastly, get down to business. Let's quickly revise. Always start with a checklist. Prioritize the urgent. Begin on time. Avoid distractions and schedule the things according to their level of importance. Keep in mind your deadline for always. It is a good idea to take breaks so that you never get tired. Do not panic and get down to work. All the best and thank you.